attack on Iran and the retaliation now widening, U.S. embassies and consulates targeted. A drone coming down near the U.S. consulate in Dubai, exploding into flames. 2 drones hitting the U.S. embassy in Saudi Arabia. Tonight, the American stranded Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying they're preparing charter flights, military flights, land routes to get to other countries to try to get Americans out. The president is asked today, was there not a plan to get Americans out? And after that Iranian strike on a U.S. tactical operations center in Kuwait, ABC News tonight learning U.S. service members did not have adequate defenses. 6 U.S. service members dead. And after 3 American F-15 fighter jets were shot down over Kuwait by friendly fire, one of them seen spiraling to the ground. Remarkable video tonight circulating online showing the tense moments as locals confront one of the downed American pilots. One man approaching with a pipe. The pilot's parachute still attached. Ian Panel standing by live in the region. Tonight, at least 11 countries now involved in this conflict, all trying to intercept incoming strikes from Iran. Will the U.S. interceptors they're using last? James Longman in Iraq tonight. At the White House, the U.S. consulate in Dubai, the drone coming down in a parking lot, fire breaking out. Just hours earlier, 2 drones hitting the U.S. embassy in Saudi Arabia. At least 6 embassies in the region now closed tonight. And this evening, 24 hours after the State Department urged all Americans to leave the Middle East, Secretary of State Marco Rubio late today saying they're now preparing military flights, charter flights, even coming up with land routes for Americans to try to get to other countries to try to get out. And tonight, with Iran essentially shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, where so much of the world's oil passes through.
Tonight, U.S. embassies and consulates under attack from Iran, with U.S. citizens trapped in the war-torn region. The State Department now scrambling to secure military charter flights to get them out after telling Americans in 14 countries to evacuate. Tonight, video verified by ABC News shows an Iranian drone slamming into the U.S. consulate in Dubai. The explosion and fire in a parking lot next to the consulate. The U.S. embassy in Amman, Jordan, also targeted. And drone strikes shutting down the U.S. embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Officials say so far no one's been injured in these strikes. And tonight, with Americans stranded across the Middle East, our Karen Travers asking President Trump, was there not a plan for this before attacking Iran?
Commercial air travel right now is severely restricted in the Middle East, and thousands of Americans are stranded. Why wasn't there an evacuation plan, and will you send planes to get people out?
Well, because it happened all very quickly. We thought, and I thought maybe more so than most.
Late today, Secretary of State Marco Rubio on the plan to get Americans out.
And it'll be a variety of methods: charter flights, military flights and transports, expanded commercial opportunities, and in some cases land routes that will allow them to go to neighboring countries who might have open airports at that point.
Tonight, the president saying he was, quote, surprised by the scope of Iran's retaliation across the region, even though Iran had clearly warned how it would respond.
I was surprised. I think and now those countries are all fighting against them and fighting strongly against them.
Tonight, Iran effectively shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, where 20% of the world's oil flows, sending oil and gas prices up already. Tonight, President Trump saying, if necessary, the U.S. Navy will provide escorts for ships in the Strait of Hormuz. As U.S. and Israel launching another wave of strikes on Iran. More than 700 Iranians killed, according to the Red Crescent. Today, there was a mass burial for the victims of the school attack, which left more than 160 dead. The Pentagon yet to explain what happened. And Israel saying it struck an area in Qom where Iran's Interim Leadership Council was meeting to appoint a new supreme leader. Tonight, verified videos online showing the area where those meetings were allegedly being held, reduced to rubble, but Iran denying they were meeting there. Trump asked who'll lead Iran next.
Most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group, they may be dead also, based on reports.
The president was asked what the worst case would be for Iran's next leader.
The worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person, right? That could happen.
Tonight, the Pentagon identifying 4 of the 6 service members killed after that Iranian strike in Kuwait on a U.S. tactical operations center. U.S. officials tell ABC News that facility did not have adequate defenses making them vulnerable to aerial attacks. And after 3 US F-15 fighter jets were shot down over Kuwait by friendly fire, one of them seen spiraling to the ground. Remarkable video, verified by ABC News circulating online, shows the tense moments as locals confront one of the downed American pilots, approaching one with a pipe. His parachute still attached. That pilot's putting his hands up and kneeling before the men realized he was an American.
You're safe, you're safe.
And this video showing Kuwaitis finding another one of those pilots
Thank you for helping us.
after she's safely ejected too.